All right, ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the Breeders' Cup Juvenile Fillies Turf was Sharing, and we're pleased now to be joined from left to right by winning jockey Manny Franco, Aaron Wellman of Eclipse Thoroughbred Partners, winning trainer Graham Motion, and Anthony Beck of Gainesway Stable. Congratulations to all of you. This is about the most Breeders' Cup winner you could possibly have. Both Aaron and Anthony are Breeders' Cup board members. Sharing is by Speightstown, the 2004 Breeders' Cup Sprint winner. Out of shared account, the 2010 Breeders' Cup Filly and Mare Turf winner. Congratulations to you all. Thanks for being here. Manny, I want to start with you and just tell us about your trip. You were able to sit back a little bit further than you have in the last couple starts.
First of all, I want to say thanks God first. Thanks Graham and the owner Aaron, all the owners involved with her. Yeah, like you say, I was able to get the position that I want going to the first turn, and that's what we plan, and worked out great.
Graham, can we hear about it from you, please?
Yeah, I mean, after watching the colt race today and having run in these 2-year-old races on the grass, I was a little anxious after that race. I saw so many horses. In particular, I followed the West Point horse, so I thought I had a terrible trip. And I just said to Manny in the paddock, we can't afford to get in that position. And he did a great job. I mean, at one point, I was afraid we were going to be on the lead there for a minute. But I think, Manny rode an outstanding race. I'm just so appreciative to have this filly. Shared Account was a special mare for me. Aaron and I came up with this idea of going to Laurel with Gainesway as well. We discussed a plan. We wanted to get her here in the best shape. We realized we ran the risk of maybe not getting in, but that was what got her here with the best timing, and we took the chance and it paid off. And just really very happy to be here. Feel very lucky to be here.
Anthony, can we hear from you? It's been 25 years since your last Breeders' Cup winner. You mentioned outside.
I think it's even longer than that, to be honest. But, I have to pay tribute to Bill Graves, because this was one of the last yearlings that he selected for Saratoga sale. Eclipse, Aaron bought the filly, and I said immediately after, I said, could I come in for half? I thought she was a lovely filly.
And I said, can I train her?
And I have to say, that was the best decision. It was Aaron's idea, to be honest, and Graham has done an absolutely amazing job with her. We don't, that's very obvious. I'm very grateful to be here because I love the sport of thoroughbred racing. This is the absolute top of the stage. He's the best 2-year-old tough fillies in the world. The fact that Eclipse Partners and Gainesway owns her is just absolutely unbelievable.
Aaron purchased at Saratoga for $350,000. Can you tell us what you liked about her from the beginning?
She was just a really athletic, racy-looking filly. And when we go to the sales, we're typically bargain shopping, which is a hard thing to do up at Fasig Saratoga. But what I like to do is find athletic fillies with big pedigrees and track them through the ring and hope that we get them within our budget. And this filly was no bargain at $350,000 at the time, but I thought that there was plenty of upside and a lot of inherent residual value. And she's just been a dream. She's been a total machine from day one. She went down to Stone Street. Ian Brennan, broker, did a phenomenal job with her. We handed over to Graham, and it's been just unbelievably smooth every step of the way. We've mapped out the plan. Graham has executed to precision. Manny has ridden to precision, and it's just so special to be here with Anthony and Gainesway Farm, who's been so good to Eclipse. All of our partners in the filly are here today, and without our partners, there is no Eclipse Thoroughbred Partners, so we have them to thank for putting their faith in the filly in our program. And to do it with Graham, we have some history together, and it's just very special, a very emotional achievement.
Graham, she's won going one turn, going 2 turns, turf and dirt. What can you do with her going forward? What's her best race?
She actually handles the dirt pretty well in the morning, which is why we weren't concerned about trying her on it. But we always felt this would be a future, obviously, out of that mare. you know, she's a two-turn turf filly who's only going to get better with age. I think it's probably more of a surprise that she's doing this as a 2-year-old. Anyway, I just want to say shout out to Manny, his first Breeders' Cup.
Manny Franco with his first Breeders' Cup winner today. Any questions? Yes, up front.
What do you have in mind for the next 60, 90 days?
I hadn't even thought about that. I really hadn't. We'll get together and think about it. I mean, I think she's earned a little rest here probably. Back off for a little bit. I wouldn't be in a big hurry to run her back, obviously. I think she's going to be a better filly next year if that's possible, you know.
Tom Law.
Anthony and Aaron, can you talk? Aaron, you've had great success at Saratoga with buying yearlings now and bringing partners on, Taprit, and of course now you got a Breeders' Cup winner. How soon did your guys' partnership kind of come about? That was it that night? And Anthony, if you could elaborate a little bit more on Bill Graves and what he said about it.
Well, I can answer both questions. The moment the result sheet came through, about, I don't know, a few minutes after she was sold, I texted Aaron and said, please, could I have half? She was a really beautiful filly, and we were lucky to get her. What was the other question?
Bill Graves.
Well, Bill Graves was one of the very best horsemen I've ever known in my whole life, and a complete, total gentleman, sort of part of my family, and he knew the Fillies family very well, and that was also one of the reasons I really liked her.
Any other questions? All right, congratulations again. Thanks for coming to talk to us. Sharing is the winner of the Breeders' Cup Juvenile Fillies Turf.